Hi, everybody. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Darren Kramer.
I'm Ann Nyberg. A battle is underway in Clinton over plans for a new high school.
Yeah, back in the spring, voters said yes to that project. But now one group says this is not the time for a tax increase, and they've hired a lawyer to try to kill that project. News 8 Stephanie Simone live in News 8 Control tonight with more on this developing story. Stephanie?
And Darren, residents are really passionate on both sides of this issue. It was a really close vote. One side says they desperately need a new school. The other side says why not spruce up the old one and save the taxpayers some cash.
The Morgan School football field is filled with 2012 graduates, but it's where the future classes will graduate from that's become a coarse conversation among Clinton neighbors.
Are you on our mailing list?
I think so.
All agree the school can't stay how it is, but they cannot agree on what should be done about it.
So I do think it's self-serving. I think it's dangerous, and it should be interesting to see how this plays out over the next couple months.
Back in April, a town referendum passed by 40 votes to increase taxes for a $64 million new school.
It's an aging school. It was never designed for a New England climate. It's been added on to in many different ways over the years.
They already invested about $4 million in this piece of land and have some conceptual plans.
It doesn't make any sense at all. We could take a perfectly wonderful Morgan and we can renovate it and have a wonderful school system and not put a terrible burden on the taxpayers.
So with petitions, the Clinton Taxpayers Association helped schedule a special town hall meeting and got more than 300 signatures to have a new vote. That would reduce the amount of money available for a new school from $64 million down to $5. If validated, the town would go to the polls yet again.
300 signatures or 100 signatures was never intended. Any reasonable person would conclude this to overturn the votes of 4,000 people, the highest turnout in the history of Clinton.
He says what they've found is a loophole.
This is an exercise in democracy is what it is, and that's what we are going forward with. But it's not a loophole.
Now the town is working to validate those hundreds of signatures if they're all accounted for by June 26th. That's when they could potentially vote on the petition to reduce the amount of money. So the new school is hanging in the balance, Darren and Annan.